Hey guys, welcome back to Maelstrom Gaming Studios. I'm Craig, and today we've got a quick video for you guys. The Minotaur Field Manual, or the October Balance Update, has dropped a day early than normal, but you know what? GW can't keep their mind straight when to drop these things. And it brings mainly a lot of point changes to 40k, a few for the Tyranids we're going to talk about today, as well as some other minor core rule updates that might or might not concern you as a Tyranid player. So if that sounds good, do like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our content here at Maelstrom Gaming Studios. We really appreciate all of you members who help us out. Everyone else, we appreciate you as well for watching, subscribing, engaging with us. And I must shout out right here, this is probably the last video before the live stream. So up here, I'll put a link to it. Our 10,000 subscriber live stream. It'll be 10 hours, multiple giveaways, multiple battle reports, and just hanging out, having a blast for 10 hours. So check that out. We really encourage you to. And now let's dive into today's video. So point changes are out, and all in all, Tyranids escaped with not really the worst or the best of anything. We're probably about a 50% win rate army, so I expected maybe some internal balance stuff, nothing major, and that's pretty much what we got. So for the point changes, Lictors, they went up 5 points. Kind of makes sense. They are good for what they do. The old One-Eye model I love bringing by himself, he went up 10 points. So unfortunate, but he's pretty good. And the Pyrovore, another model I love, bringing also went up 5 points. So most people's lists that might only have a 5, 10, 15 point effect on it, maybe none at all. There are some point decreases which are good. So regular Carnifexes went down 10 points. So if you bring the old One-Eye and 2 Carnifexes, 2 Docifexes, whatever, that big combo, technically you lost 10 points on that, which is good because one Carnifex and old One-Eye balance out, but the second one will get the discount. Von Ryan Leapers, they went down 5 points for 3 of them, so they're now only 70 points instead of 75. And the Winged Hive Tyrant went down 10 points. It is now only 200 points. So again, this probably doesn't change your list a whole lot unless you are spamming Pyrovores like me. Maybe some Vanguard Onslaught lists got a little bit more expensive, but also maybe not because of the Winged Hive Tyrant and the Leapers kind of balance things out. Yeah, for me, my 2,000 point list, at least my Assimilation Swarm one, is actually kind of annoying that because I had 4 Pyrovores and a Lictor in the list, so that is 20 points I have to somehow make up for. Probably going to have to drop Hormagaunts and drop the Lictor, and then reshuffle things around. We'll see. But some other things just to mention as we talk about this. So overall, winners for me, Maliceptors, Tyrannofexes, Exocrines, and Swarmlord were all units I really anticipated getting a 5 to 10 point bump. I don't think they need them, but I kind of expected it because these 4 units, you are seeing a lot of them in the tournament scene right now. So I expected them maybe to get some more point bumps and some other units to get point drops, but they said we're just going to leave them be. They're good as they are, and I thank GW for that. The big loser, and this is on top of a rule change, is Unending Swarm got even more nerfed than it already was. So there in the core rules errata or FAQ, there is a rule change to surge moves. So this affects units like, I guess technically Carnifexes, but not really. Carnifexes, the Unending Swarm detachment, and Khorne Berserkers, I think, are the 3 things I can think of. It now states you can only surge move once per phase. It also states that you don't have to move the full distance anymore, but it is just once per phase. Carnifexes, like I said, were already once per phase, so it doesn't affect them. But it's really annoying when your Hormagaunts, you roll and you only roll 1. That's all you get. So yeah, I tried. Spoilers, later, a few weeks from now, or maybe not that far from now, you're going to see a battle report where I do use Unending Swarm. It is before these changes. I don't think this rule technically came up at all, but it very well could have. And I think Unending Swarm still has some play, but it's just like, GW, you're making it really hard for me to even want to try and use this detachment. So it is unfortunate there. Some other important notes to talk about. So Tyranids are rocking a 50% win rate about right now, depending on what stats you check. The thing is that a lot of armies did see some significant point increases. So Necrons got some point increases, World Leaders got some point increases, Thousand Suns got some, Sisters, Dark Angels, which was a big one, and Black Templar all got decent point increases. So that might, there might be one less unit on the table for all of those. Not huge game-changing changes for the most part. At Thousand Suns is a bit, but still, I think it's just really equates to one less unit for all of these armies, or they just have to use different units. And these were the armies that are above Tyranids in most cases. So you might see a slight shift upward as these armies become ever so slightly easier to deal with than Tyranids. Who knows? We'll see. Some other armies that were there did not get touched. I don't think any other army got greatly buffed, or yeah, it's a lot of minor stuff for this attachment. So no huge buffs. A lot of the other armies, Custodies got some drops to their Dread Knights. Grey Knights got their Terminators dropped, but otherwise they stayed the same. Admech saw some buffs, but Tyranids weren't really struggling with Admech at all. So, and Genestealer Cult again, but Tyranids weren't really struggling with Genestealer Cult. So it's I think it's good. Overall, we'll pay the price of having a few units go up in cost. Really minor stuff in the grand scheme of things, for the price of everyone else going up a bit. So happy with the changes. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Does it totally screw up your list? Do you have a few extra points where you can switch out some units now? I envision most of you are probably fine, unless you're running something wonky like me, where I have a lot of these units in my army. So yeah. Either way, let me know, and we'll see you next time here at Maelstrom Gaming Studios.